And I'm FunkMastaDre.
Yep. And also on the couch is my Sable Eye. His name is Figment. And yeah, this is gonna be Nights into Dreams HD. This is the remaster version, so if it looks a little crisper than you remember, that's probably why. So we're gonna start off in 3, 2, 1, go. So this game is actually, I feel like, a really good intro game for people who want to get into speedrunning because the controls are super simple. You have your movement and you have your action button, and that's basically all you need.
That is incredibly easy.
The one thing that might take some getting used to is the lack of gravity, because you're basically flying through most of this game. This first part is pretty straightforward, so if you want to start off with some donations, you can go ahead and do that.
I do indeed. Ricky118 sends in $30 and says, "Hello from South Korea. Can I get a Kirby playa?" Turns out you can. And Endosoma sent in $15 and says, "Nights remains such a charming game. Been really looking forward to this run. Donating towards the 64 randomizer. Loads of fun to watch."
So something that's interesting about this game is it's one of those few games that falls into the 2.5D category, where the world is in 3D, but you're confined to a 2D plane. However, some of your abilities actually reach into the 3D plane, like the paraloop. So you're actually able to grab things from different courses with that ability. And that ability also allows you to reveal hidden objects and stuff, which is how I got one of the power-ups earlier in the level.
So one thing I'll point out for those that are completely unfamiliar with this game, her objective is to grab as many orbs as she can, and I'm pretty sure like chat's going crazy because I said orb, and there's a lot of orbs in this game.
There are so many orbs. If you try to say orb for all of them, you will probably die.
Most likely, yeah. But she's got to collect as many orbs as she can.
Yeah, you need 20 orbs to 20 of the blue chips to unlock the idiot from each course.
Correct. And I'll also point out that this game has an amazing soundtrack. It's such
It does. The music in this game is just so good. So this is Gilwing. He's theoretically the easiest boss.
All right, so for this boss, she's gonna go for the one cycle. Normally you're supposed to knock off a bunch of different sections of his tail, but if you hit a specific spot on his tail, you can actually just immediately finish the fight, and it's much faster.
This is actually easier to pull off in the original because the hitboxes are slightly different. In the original, it's a lot easier for him to hit you while you're trying to do this in this version, which is what keeps happening. I wanted to stop there so I didn't get hit. There we go.
Nice.
So there are other buttons that you can use to do these tricks, but you don't really need them for the speedrun. They're just for show. But just playing with the shoulder buttons will make Nights do tricks. Also, by the way, welcome to the Jester block.
Yes.
Because right after this, FunkMastaDre is going to be doing Spark the Electric Jester 2.
Yes, I'm pretty sure this was not intentional, but we have unofficially made this the Jester block because of that.
So there's 2 levels of this game where after you finish it, it will insist on teaching you how to play the game no matter how many times you've already played it.
Because we all love that so much.
So that was the first one. So now we go into Mystic Forest. Mystic Forest is also pretty straightforward. So if you want to read some donations, I'll let you know when things get interesting.
Yes, Zach Sprayback sends in $50 and says, don't let the anxiety get you. Take them to your home turf, the land of dreams. I believe in you, Imaginary.
That's my roommate.
They sound awesome.
He's like one of my best friends ever in the world.
We got time for one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jungle Robba sends in $25 but doesn't have a comment, so I'm just gonna say, we believe in you, Imaginary. It's just the comment from now on.
There's another orb.
So many orbs. And when you hit those little nightmare, they will also turn into orbs. Okay, so this one we actually do this course backwards because for some reason they put all of the blue chips after the idiot capture in this one. So, excuse me, loops. Thank you. So we actually just run this entire course backwards, and that is the fastest way to do it.
One thing to keep in mind, on the lower left, the little green meter, that is her drill meter. So she can't just infinitely drill throughout the level. She has to make sure she has enough meter for that.
Yes, and as you can see, we're getting very low, which is pretty common for this level. But we will fix that in a little bit with one of my favorite stupid tricks.
Again, the soundtrack for this game is just so good.
So even though we're out of drill, we could like kind of gimp along and it's still a little bit faster. And then if we go down this way, we could actually just slide under these instead of flying around them like we're supposed to. And do a loop there to reveal a power-up that fills our drill meter. That's very important because in this version of the game, there's a pattern for the boss that can kill him in either 3 or 4 hits, depending on how lucky you get. But you need the drill dash to be able to secure that first hit in time.
Alrighty, so what's going on with this boss? This one I don't remember.
Oh, I got the good pattern. So 3 hits and he's dead.
Okay.
He normally takes 5 hits to kill, except if you hit him when he's already down, it counts as 2. So you can actually kill him in 3 hits as long as you get him both the second times when he's already down.
No wonder I don't remember that boss. That one went by so quick.
Yeah. I actually want to give a shout out to Zax who donated. He actually found the pattern for that boss when I was trying to practice it when I was learning this game. So big shout outs to him for finding that. Now we go on to Soft Museum, which is my favorite level in the game. It's like my favorite aesthetic, favorite music, favorite everything. It's amazing. And we're gonna do something a little different. We're not gonna go right to Nights. I actually went back and positioned myself there so that when the Nightmare come and mug me for my Idia, they will actually lift me up into those blue chips and save a few frames there where I would have normally had to jump.
So when you're playing as the kids in this game, there is actually a triple jump similar to Super Mario 64. For the most part, she wants to do the double jump because the triple jump will not carry you forward. It'll carry you vertically much higher, but it won't really carry you forward as much. So you only want to do it if you want to gain height.
So that cage that I just grabbed there, in the original version, you would not grab that there. You would use that to avoid an auto-scroller later on in the level. However, the trick to avoid that auto-scroller is about 50 times harder in this version. So it's usually more beneficial to just grab that cage and save time on this lap. And then do the auto-scroller, which has been super simplified compared to the original because you can only control left and right and not up and down as well.
So would you say this version is slower or faster than the original game?
It's really hard to say. You do have to wait for all the loading screens in this version, unfortunately. But it's just a matter of knowing, like comparing the two, it's just a matter of knowing how how difficult different things are, because technically every trick that you can do in the original can still be done in the remake, which I think is amazing. But some of them are just so much harder that it's not worth it, and you're better off finding an alternate route.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's also like certain cinematic things that have been shortened in this version that are longer in the original. Also, you may have noticed that I don't hit those idiot captures until I have 20 blue chips. That is because if you hit it with any chips at all, it will do that explosion animation regardless and cut off all your momentum. Oh, hi, Jackal. I forgot you were here.
So this is an interesting boss. What she wants to do is knock off his cape, otherwise she can't do any damage to him. And after she knocks off the cape, she wants to keep an eye on where it is exactly.
He almost got back to it.
And what she's doing now is basically playing keep away, making sure he doesn't get the cape. And that was a really good fight.
That was an awesome Jackal fight. Basically, anytime the modifier here says 2.0, it was pretty much a perfect boss fight.
Yeah, that was really well done.
So those are the Claris levels. Those are the easy ones. The Elliot levels are, for some reason, harder. So this level in particular, I actually rerouted a bit. So you're gonna see me be a lot more diligent about flying through rings because that's how we fill our drill meter. And because of the new route, we're actually going to skip the power up that fills it all the way automatically. So I have to rely completely on the rings. This is another one where we actually get the first Idia as just the kid. I can tell by where the alarm clock spawned that we're on a really good pace for that. Here you want to be very careful not to double jump until you're past that water ball there. Because if you knock into it, it'll just send you flying off in a direction, and that's not what we want. And then over here, I can tell because we had that trill right when I hit that cage that we were on a really good pace for this level. Another thing is there is a sense of momentum where if you stop drill dashing, you don't just lose all your momentum right away, probably because Sonic Team developed this game.
That sounds about right.
So the reason I went through all those rings before grabbing that idiot capture in the last lap was because if I went straight to the idiot capture, I would have lost my momentum and had to go through those rings really slowly. So this is the part I'm worried about. If I don't get this trick, then we're gonna have to do an auto-scroller. So hopefully, I need to basically grab 10 blue chips from a different course over here. And I do that by creating large enough loops by bouncing off the ground. But bouncing off the ground can be kind of unpredictable. Okay, so we need one more, come on. I can see it flashing by. Okay, I ran out of drills, so unfortunately we can't get that. We're gonna have to do the auto-scroller. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That was habit.
If you have a second for a donation.
Yeah, you can go ahead, because not much to do here.
Well, Ben127 sends in $20 and said, wanted to donate to wish Imaginary good luck on the run. I have fond memories of this game and can't wait to see how the updated version looks.
Oh, here it is.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
You can actually tell what stuff is. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You know, I feel like the orb meme is definitely coming back. There's no way it's not after playing this game.
I can't.
Absolutely no
I
way.
can't see chat, but I can only imagine.
I'm picturing it in my head right now.
I have something for that.
Oh, do you?
Michael Schofield sends in $10 and says, "Orbs? Where are the orbs at?"
So this is Puffy. I hate her.
So this boss kind of has like a Super Mario 64 mechanic where you're basically throwing this boss like into a certain part of the wall by rotating her around. Just kind of a little different from that game, but similar concept.
When did Super Mario 64 come out again?
I don't remember. Did it come out after or before this game?
I don't know. I remember this came out in, I believe, 96, the original did.
Okay.
So I don't know which came first, but there are definitely similarities.
Well, one of them definitely copied the other.
I'm trying to remember who it was, but like there was an interview where someone in Nintendo said that like if they were asked if there was like any game that they wish they could have been involved in making, they said that they definitely wish they could have been involved in making Knights. So
It does seem like Nintendo could have some influence in this for sure.
I mean, they were at war with Sega, so.
Yeah. They were
And
probably just
here's the
jealous.
other tutorial screen, insisting that I learn how to play this game.
You know, in case we didn't know already.
Yeah. In case I didn't know how this works. It's like, yes, I understand how you want me to play this game. I'm going to play it my way. So this one, we don't get the idiot as the kid, but we are going to get a whole bunch of blue chips because for some reason they only put 8 chips, I think, on the course, on the first course. So you want to just go down there, grab those, and then we can.
Were those actually just hidden in the trees just
Yes,
now?
they were hidden in the trees.
How are you supposed to find those?
I don't know. I only know about that because of people who ran the original. So, this part, we're gonna want to try and avoid grabbing onto these bars. If they're the ones that the blue chips are surrounding, it's not as big of a deal, but it is slightly slower. We got that booster, which is really nice. Lands us right in the idiot capture.
I gotta say, snow stages in pretty much every game have some of the best tracks. So far, this is definitely one of my favorites.
Something about them winter stages that just bring out the good music, man. So I didn't quite go through that ring the right way, which is unfortunate, but also those snowballs really wanted to get in my way. Now this part coming up is one of the scariest parts because this is the only autoscroller that isn't absolutely avoidable. And also, if I screw this up, we have to do the whole lap again.
No pressure.
So. Okay, that is enough. What I'm gonna do here is grab a chip off of that other course there. Grab these out of respawn since we passed the start point. And that is enough to get the idiot.
All right, great job.
All right, so this is Claus, who's another one of the tougher bosses in this game. Also one of the more time-consuming ones. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, this one I don't remember as much. So can you
yeah,
explain
basically
what's going on
he lights these mice on fire. I'm sorry, we like literally just met each other while we were practicing. We're like, hey, do you have a couch? Me neither. Awesome, let's do it. But basically, Claus is gonna light these little mice on fire, and then if you leave them too long, they'll just go off like firecrackers and explode you. But if you could destroy some of them ahead of time, he has less places to jump to get away from you. So it shortens the boss fight. Probably have time for a quick donation.
Yes, yes, yes. NORAD145 sends in $5 and says, we'll donate again if Imaginary breaks PB. Think you're gonna do it?
I don't know. I had to go through that auto-scroller, so we'll see. But so far, I feel like I've been doing pretty well. So.
Also, Paxis sends in $200 and says, just have fun.
All right, so for What's with Elliot, we're gonna go straight to Knights. The power up is right there, but we're actually gonna get it on our second lap through here. Because might as well conserve a little bit of that drill dash, even though it doesn't matter that much. Once you have a full meter, you're pretty much good. The one thing is there are enemies in this level that if there are these sort of triangular rings type things, I don't know how to explain it really. I'll point them out when they show up. But if you fly through them, they will instantly drain your entire drill meter. So this part's really scary. Obviously, we don't want to hit that idiot capture too early. If we hit that grade up at the top, we get stuck in an auto-scroller that will destroy our run. If we hit the booster, it will boost us into the grade. So you really have to thread the needle to get those last 3 blue chips there.
Again, going back to what you said earlier about those enemies, losing your entire drill dash meter, that's not a very good thing in this game.
Not at all.
Because you'll lose a lot of time because of that, because it's just such a good move for keeping up your speed.
So that was one of them right there that I almost went through. They are in the scariest spots. That one didn't matter because we're all magnetized right now. So we basically just destroyed him by coming close.
I'm getting like casino vibes from Sonic right now. I don't know why.
So hopefully no cactus bonk. Okay, we avoided the cactus. I bonk that cactus so often, it's kind of stupid. Okay, so there is one over there. I don't know exactly where he was, but he does exist, and I am scared because I have to go back through this area. Okay.
This level is very like vertical in comparison to the others that you
Yeah.
played.
So that's not exactly how you're supposed to get up in that area, but that's how I did it. So just because my positioning was, it was more convenient to do it that way. Apparently that wasn't the center of the ring. So now we fly back down, and it's super scary because there's going to be a bunch of bombs falling after us. I avoided the bombs, but I hit another pointy ring. Then he's somewhere over here, or he should be. Okay, we're fine. We just have to thread the needle through those boosters. So that was probably the hardest level in the game. Casually, it tries to do everything it can to ruin your life, so speedrunning is even worse. And then this is Rayala. Fun fact, you can actually move around during this little cutscene. You can use that to position yourself better. Rayala can do literally everything you can do. So he's kind of the hardest boss to fight in a way because he's a little bit unpredictable, but I just killed him.
Okay. So basically Shadow the Hedgehog.
Basically, yeah. Trust me, the comparisons are there in the Sega community.
I'm upset. That was the one boss that I knew exactly what was going on, but he destroyed it so fast.
Yeah. As long as I get good positioning on him, he doesn't stand a chance, really. And so this is the final level, Twin Seeds. For both sides of the story, the final level is the same. You're just playing as a different kid. Wiseman doesn't like us jumping, apparently. So he knocks us way over here. And clearly the only answer is to jump off of a cliff.
Don't
into the abyss below. And suddenly we can fly. So this is a little different because we're flying as the kid, which obviously isn't normal compared to the rest of the game. We can't do paraloops, but in exchange, things are kind of just more attracted to us. Get that booster there. So it lines me up. Also, because we can't do a paraloop, we can't reveal any power-ups, so we actually have to fly through these sets of rings here to fill our drill meter up. Oh, wow. That was not good. Okay. Back on track. So yeah, we're going to be flying through a lot of rings to keep our drill meter up because it's very important to have that for the boss.
So how different is this from playing as knights? Is it similar?
It controls pretty much the same. You just have to remember that paraloops aren't a thing.
Okay.
And you can change your positioning a little bit to not like hit everything head on because things are a little bit more attracted to you. So it's kind of hard to see, but there's these slight camera changes when you get onto those last couple courses where you want to, as soon as you notice that camera change, you want to turn around and basically do those courses in reverse. And then Claris comes to join us. And together, we can get to Knights. And now things get interesting because for this final boss, Knights is going to duelize with both the kids at once. So there's actually going to be 2 Knights on screen.
Fun fact, this is actually, despite being the final boss, it's probably the easiest boss in the
Yes,
game.
it is. So he always has the same exact pattern, basically. He does the fireballs first, and then he's going to do what I call the meteor section, where you basically just have to avoid all those. You also can't hit him until both Knights are on that barrier around him. So you have to wait a second for the other Knights to catch up. This is the snowball section. He's kind of a scrub and doesn't really aim.
Those snowballs are completely random. So
They are completely random every time. And then this is the part that we needed the drill for. You have to drill dash through that gap in the tornado. Even if you hit that gap, if you don't have the drill dash, you will not get through. This game is kind of weird in that it does not end on the final hit on the boss. It ends on the full fade to white afterwards. So in the meantime, tricks.
So time is coming up shortly.
Yeah, time will be coming up very shortly. And time. So that was Nights into Dreams. Like I said, it's a short game. It's really simple. There's not like crazy boundary breaks that are gonna possibly soft lock you. So if you want to get into speedrunning and you don't really know where to start, I definitely recommend checking this game out. I think it's like $10 on Steam or something. So it's definitely worth giving a try if you're interested in.
It's a game with basically one button and an analog stick, so it's
basically
a very good entry point.
So, and I just wanted to just a little bit about me and like why this is important to me. I, for a long time, didn't think I could be a speedrunner because a few years ago I suffered a concussion that affected my reaction time. So I just didn't bother trying for a long time. And then the more I learned about speedrunning, I was like, you know, a lot of this is memorization and just like knowing like where everything is, like what you're doing, how to control it and everything. And so I decided to pick up this game, which is one of my favorite games, and just learn how to do it. And now I hold the world record for the remaster. So I just want to let you guys know, like, if you're ever thinking, like, no, I could never do it, you can. You just got to put your mind to it and believe in yourself, and you can do it. But that basically does it. So thanks for tuning in at this crazy hour of the morning.
Yes, thank you so much, Imaginary. I loved that. That was a great game. Apparently, people also think so. Anonymous sends in $7.16 and says, hey, GDQ, longtime watcher, first-time donator. Hey, I swear I'm getting deja vu. I found out about Knights earlier this year and absolutely fell in love with it. So glad to discover that it was being run this year. And I hope this goes towards a good cause. Also, Sega, if you're listening, I think it's high time for another Knights game. Sega, if you're listening at 5 in the morning, I also agree. Anonymous sends in $50 and says, no PB, but here's another donation anyway. Congrats, Imaginary. Endosoma sends in $50. Wow. And said, had to donate following that spectacular Knights run. Well done. Also, I couldn't resist that Spyro Switch. Shout out to the purple boy. Oh my God, I want that Switch so bad. In case you're just waking up and have no idea what's going on right now, this is GDQ Express coming at you from TwitchCon. This weekend, we are here benefiting able gamers. There are millions of people with disabilities who can't play video games without expensive specialized equipment. The Able Gamers charity helps gamers with disabilities by providing that equipment free of charge. Their mission is to create opportunities that enable play in order to combat social isolation, foster inclusive communities, and improve the quality of life for people with disabilities. In case that swayed you and you want to donate to Able Gamers, we have some great incentives coming up. We have a bonus game, Tetris 99 Battle Royale. We're at about $1,000 out of the $9,999.99 with all the nines, every nine, all the nines. So hopefully we'll get to see that because it sounds so cool. And also we are at $2,322 out of $25,000 to see Super Mario 64 randomizer upgrade to 120 star. If you want to see the randomizer and you want to see more of it and you want to see 120 star, yeah, we can do that. It's gonna take a while, but I believe in us. Dan113 sent in $10 and says, shout outs to my boy Dre running Spark 2 soon. Can't wait to see you show off this awesome game and its crazy tech. That's coming up right after this. I'm excited. We're going to show off a little Twitch ad, and we'll be right back. Pow-pow.
What was that noise? It's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
We have a donation from Speedway for $5. Says, woke up from a nap just in time to watch the amazing Knights run. Good job with the run. Woo! She's off camera, but we shared a little cheer. Sakashar sends in $5 and says, have to donate after such a wonderful and fun run. Well done, Imaginary. Braylon sent in $15 and says, love some GDQ in the morning with my coffee and breakfast. Thanks for the awesome runs and event. Coffee and breakfast sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It is officially cozy couch o'clock, apparently.
It's too early to not lie down.
In case you want to hang out with us in this room full of lovely people, we are at TwitchCon right now in San Diego. So if you are a TwitchCon attendee, you can join us up in room 6D on the second floor, right next to Twitch Rivals. Our marathon space is open to spectators 24 hours. As you can see, we are here, including overnight. As you can see, yes, we are here throughout the TwitchCon weekend. We have just one more day. So come up and see us before it's too late. Also, how long has it been since I mentioned the Yeti? The Yeti supports Games Done Quick events since 2012. Wow, that's a long time. The official t-shirt sponsor for Games Done Quick as well. You can get official GDQ tees and more at theyeti.com. Crispy Chicken One sent in $5 and said, haven't seen that game, but amazing run. Good job to all the runners so far during this GDQ event. Also, can we get some more ooh-woo action in chat? Oh, well. I think it only works if the person announcing it hates the ooh-woos, and I'm okay with some ooh-woos. Ooh-woo. Oh, this one is wonderful. Need Sleep sends in $50. That's not the wonderful part. That is also wonderful. 50 more stars, 50 more bucks. Go Mario! Gaming always helped me out when I had a bad time. So let's help all the people who need extra gear to take their mind off things. Amazing work, everybody. Please keep up the good work. I agree, Need Sleep. I think we are about ready to pass it off